Rocky Mountaineer, Canada. This journey from Vancouver to Calgary promises some of the most scenic views in Canada. The unforgettable ride across the Rocky Mountains has 3 stops and passes through an array of changing landscapes, from snow-covered mountains to gorges and glacier-fed lakes. The route passes through the Kamloops region and goes up to the ski resorts of Lake Louise and Banff. Impeccable service and delicious food served in opulent dining cars make this journey truly epic. Belmond Royal Scotsman, UK, travel through some of the most exotic landscapes in the UK. In true aristocratic style with the Belmond Royal Scotsman, the train travels through the beautiful pine-clad mountains of the majestic Scottish Highlands, which is dotted with castles and national parks. Passengers are also treated to rich Scottish cuisine, with formal and informal dinners in the lap of luxury. Bernina Express, Switzerland. The Bernina Express is the perfect way to experience the mighty and beautiful Alps. The striking contrast between the lush green Valposchiavo Valley in Italy and the icy landscapes found just above make this journey truly memorable. The train traverses some of the most scenic locations in Switzerland and Italy, the highlight of which is the UNESCO World Heritage RHB, Ration Railway, section from the Albula Bernina area. Again, Australia. The 3-night and 4-day journey from Darwin to Adelaide includes off-train excursions in Katherine, Alice Springs and Coober Pedy, and offers one of the best ways to experience Australia. Enjoy gourmet meals, accompanied by the finest Australian wines, in the luxury of its plush cabins and lounges. Indian Pacific, Australia, a 2,704-mile, 4,353 kilometers, long journey. The Indian Pacific travels between Perth and Sydney, taking passengers across vast empty deserts and to the imposing Blue Mountains. It runs through quaint mining towns and introduces its occupants to the hauntingly empty Nullarbor Plain. Passengers can choose between Platinum and Gold service packages, both of which offer suites and lounges with complimentary meals and beverages. Venice Simplon-Orient-Express, Europe. The Venice Simplon-Orient-Express is all about traveling the length and breadth of Europe, stopping at 9 destinations including Paris, Venice, Prague and London. Ornate carriages with plush decor and elegantly served meals add to the experience. Passengers can choose from a range of shorter journeys too, for example, from London to Paris. California Zephyr, USA. One of the most scenic train trips in North America, the California Zephyr crosses the vast flatlands of Nebraska, snaking through Denver and the imposing canyons of the Colorado River onto the hauntingly beautiful Utah desert and the high Sierras, making it a gorgeous journey of 54 hours. The train offers private suites and showers and panoramic windows in the Sightseer Lounge and Cafe. Pride of Africa, South Africa and Tanzania. The 14-day journey from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, to Cape Town, South Africa, makes for an excellent African adventure. Spacious cabins, each with its own bar, fridge and en-suite bathroom, are available to a total of 72 guests on a trip that zips through the wilderness of the African landscape. Royal Rajasthan, India. The regal grandeur of the Royal Rajasthan train is the perfect way to experience the royal way of life. Soak yourself in the exotic Indian decor, mouth-watering cuisine, and super deluxe cabins that boast en-suite bathrooms, opulent beds along with a spa and lounges that allow you to bask in the attention of the exquisite service. All this while the train travels through 3 states in India, providing scenic views of the vast deserts of Rajasthan, craggy ravines of Madhya Pradesh and river plains of Uttar Pradesh. Brocken Railway, Germany. The narrow-gauge steam train of the Brocken Railway spirals up the Brocken Mountain to the station right at the top. The open-end platforms on the carriages provide splendid views, making it one of the most exciting short lines in Europe. The buffet on board offers the best of German cuisine. Glacier Express, Switzerland. A slow ride that covers 180 miles, 289 kilometers, in 7.5 hours. This leisurely trip takes you through the magnificent Swiss Alps, crossing 291 bridges, 91 tunnels and the Oberalp Pass at 7,000 feet, 2,133 meters. To add to the experience, the train has glass-roofed carriages that offer jaw-dropping and magical views of the Swiss countryside. Hiram Bingham, Peru, one of the finest journeys in South America. The Hiram Bingham hosts 84 passengers in 1920s Pullman-styled carriages, with live-on-board entertainment and extravagant dining areas. The journey from Paroi to Machu Picchu lasts just over 3 hours and covers some of the most awe-inspiring scenery of the magnificent Andes, the rapids of Urubamba River and 2 mountain passes. Settle Carlisle Railway, England. This 72-mile, 115 kilometers, journey takes you through the best that the English countryside has to offer, from the majestic beauty of the Yorkshire Dales all the way up to the Scottish border. Although less than 100 miles long, the short trip allows you to soak in the beauty of the English landscape, all in the luxury of its spacious and comfortable cabins. Palace on Wheels, India. Palace on Wheels is one of the most enchanting ways to travel through India, with the train transporting you back to the time of the Maharajas. The cabins are decorated with colorful regional textiles and have aesthetics and interiors to match the royal past. The 8-day journey includes a grand welcome at Jaipur, a camel safari and a tour of the majestic Taj Mahal. Trans-Siberian Railway, Russia. The Trans-Siberian Railway gives you 3 routes to choose from: Trans-Manchurian, Trans-Mongolian, from Moscow to Beijing, or the Marathon Moscow to Vladivostok, which crosses 7 time zones and ends at Russia's borders with China and North Korea. The 6,000-mile, 9,656 kilometers, trip takes an entire week and passes through mountains, the Siberian tundra, rivers and lakes, lush green forests and quaint villages. Although not a luxurious experience, there is perhaps no more comprehensive way to see the Russian countryside. El Transcantabrico Ecológico, Spain. A slow-running train, El Transcantabrico Ecológico stops every evening so passengers can enjoy the nightlife of the towns and villages on its route. Traveling between Leon and Santiago de Compostela, the train passes through beautiful meadows, beaches and cliffs along the Bay of Biscay. The journey takes 7 to 8 days. El Chep, Mexico. The El Chep departs from the Chihuahua Mountains and goes as far as the Sinaloa coast, crossing the world's deepest canyon, Copper Canyon. The journey lasts 14 hours with stops at traditional villages along the way. Eastern and Oriental Express, Singapore, Malaysia and Thailand. This 1,200-mile, 1,931 kilometers, journey from Singapore to Bangkok is one of the best in Southeast Asia, with luxurious overnight cabins, elegant bars and meals prepared by chefs of international repute. The Eastern and Orient Express promises a trip to remember. The observation cars are a perfect place to unwind, as you travel through Singapore, Malaysia and Thailand. Coast Starlight, USA. The Coast Starlight offers brilliant views of the west coast of the U.S. during the 35 hours that it takes to travel between Seattle, in Washington, and Los Angeles, in California. It passes through the beautiful snow-covered peaks of the Cascade Range and Mount Shasta, lush green forests and breathtaking stretches of the Pacific Ocean shoreline. Maharajas Express, India. The luxury tourist train covers 12 destinations across northwest and central India. It has been voted as the most luxurious train several times at the World Travel Awards. Along with offering travelers glimpses of beautiful landscapes, the train also comes with amenities such live TV, Wi-Fi, a bar and a lounge. Those who can afford the train's private suite can enjoy their own living room, study table, mini bar and 24-hour personal valet. The Namatsuboshi, Japan, popularly known as 7 Stars, this luxury sleeper train is a wonderful way to discover the Japanese island of Kyushu. Beautifully furnished, the train also offers live performances, a lounge car, which has a large bay window, and a dining car with a stunning view. Lhasa Express, China. While it may not be the most luxurious train journey, it is certainly one of the most beautiful. Connecting Beijing with Lhasa, It offers scenic views as the train travels through the foothills of the Himalayas. It has separate sleeper cabins and a dining car, and a one-way journey lasts a little over 40 hours.